There we go. My darn. All right. We'll wait for everybody to get in. Okay, guys. Welcome in. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. In case we need to clarify anything. Welcome in, guys. Hello, Miss Tam. Okay. We got ancestor messages and everything else. Can you see, guys, see the piles good? Okay. Hello, guys. Okay. Can you see the piles good? We good on the piles? Okay. Good deal. All right. We'll get more people in here. I wish you could tap the screen and bring more people in here like we do over on TikTok, but we don't. You got to wait for people to come in. If you're coming on in, welcome. If you're new, welcome back. If you're coming back to visit us, we're about to do a live pick a card reading for the month of June. It's going to be the general reading with ancestor messages. So you'll have a spirit message, ancestor message, and what's going on in a general sense for the month of June. You'll pick a card. Is all about using your intuition to pick your pile. Pick the pile that holds the messages that belong to you. I've got 7 people in the chat. Can I get 7 thumbs? Would y'all give me 7 thumbs, please? I appreciate you greatly. So our first pile is the angel light. It's a beautiful angel light. And then second pile, this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. So first pile is the angel light crystal. The second one is going to be the amethyst and quartz angel. And then the third pile is going to be the copper. It's my little copper piece. So, how you do a pick a pile, close your eyes, guys, kind of center yourself, take a couple deep breaths in, and then ask your ancestors and your guides to guide you to the pile that holds the messages for you. So when you open your eyes, you should be opening your eyes, seeing with your third eye, and picking the pile that holds the messages that will resonate with you. So when you have your pile, put your number in the chat. Put your number in the chat. So you kind of commit to your pile. Because, see, I know some people be trying to pick more than one pile. And that is not how these things work. Okay? That is not how these things work. So pick your pile. Once you get your pile, go ahead and put your number in the chat so you commit to your pile, and we will get started. Again, this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Okay? And if you're in here, please go ahead and give me your thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. And you can always join us when we're live, as well as you'll know when I upload new content. So this will be posted, so you can always come back and see your messages as well. So once you get your pile, pick your pile. Hey, Mr. Brian, how are you? Pick your pile and, put it in the chat. Commit to it. Commit to it, folks. Patty, are you here? Miss Patty, are you here? Is Patty here? I didn't see her. Did Patty come in yet? Did Patty come in? No. If I yell out times, can somebody timestamp those for me? Put them in the chat for me so I'll know the time. Patty normally is here. Let me see if she's coming over. Hold on. Let me send her a message. Her and Alba. Alba should be here. Alba, are you here? My mods. Where is my pick your pile, guys? Put it and commit to it. Put it in the chat. Because y'all don't like to commit to y'all stuff. Y'all be like, I'll pick pile 1 and 2. No, it doesn't work like that. Just pick 1. Okay. See if she's joining. All right. So, do we got everybody in here? Oh, okay. Did everybody pick a pile that's in here? 3, 2. Okay, middle 2. What are you talking? You picked the middle, number 2. Okay, you picked number 2. Okay, I just say middle 2. Wait, what? To say they just know there's no middle 2. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna push 2 and 3 over to the side, and we'll get to those later. So if you picked pile number 1, the beautiful angel light. I love this. I love that stone. Isn't that gorgeous? It's gorgeous. This is your pile. This one has the Light Seers Tarot. So that'll be your tarot. And then we have our angel message. Now, your oracle message is relax. So pile number one, if you pick pile number one, which is the angel light, this is your message. Your spirit message is to relax. So a lot of you guys could be under a lot of stress. A lot of you guys, especially coming off of Mercury retrograde. I know a lot of people have are saying, because today's the last day before we go into the shadow period, and it lets us go, takes us out of a chokehold. So a lot of you guys could have been feeling the sting and the pressure of Mercury retrograde. During that time, the communication is in the toilet, as well as, everybody, it feels like everybody's on edge. It's a time, Mercury retrograde is a time for you to revisit the past and to kind of see within the last few months since the last retrograde, what decisions you've made that need to be course corrected, what things you need to leave behind. So you guys can I feel like my Power One people, you're putting a lot of pressure on your shoulders. So some of you guys may be feeling like you should be at a certain place and you're not. And so you're questioning what you're doing wrong, if you're doing something wrong. And it's not that you're doing anything wrong. I just feel like right now is like a rest period with Mercury retrograde. It's a reflection period. And so there's not going to be much forward movement. But again, we're taking a look back at the past and seeing where we can clean things up and find closure to things that we need to find closure to. So that's pile number one. Your ancestors, pile number one. Yeah, a lot of you guys are looking back over your past with this Seven of Coins. You're looking back over some of the decisions that you made. Some of you guys, look, it's interesting how these are pearls and here's a swine. You know how the Bible always tells us, be leery not to throw your pearls to swine. And I feel like a lot of you guys are looking back over past relationships or connections, pile number one, where you have given your pearls to swine. People that did not appreciate you, people that did not have your best interest at heart. You overextended yourselves in a lot of sense, pile number one. And now you're looking at that. You're feeling like you paid the price. Like I've given, it didn't pop up. Oh, it didn't pop up that I was on live. Oh, dang it. Well, I'm on live. Here I am. I'll go back and I'll call it the other two, Patty. I'll call it the other two timestamps and I'll go back and find the first one. So a lot of you guys could be, like I said, in this energy of Mercury retrograde where you're fighting off things, fighting off decisions, course correcting. So that's what I feel like a lot of you guys are. You are coming into a period of balance very, very quickly. With the Chariot, you're coming into a period of balance with Temperance. So that's why they're telling you to relax. That although it may have been very hectic and you may be looking at, some of you, the consequences of your actions by overextending yourself, the consequences of your actions. I feel like a lot of you guys have done some course correction work to where you've learned the lessons that needed to be learned. You closed out the cycles that needed to be closed out. And now you're going into this time period where it says relax, where you can find more balance with the Temperance card. Okay. You made the decision to cut things off. Mother of Knives or the Queen of Swords. You made the decision to cut things off that no longer serves you. And that's exactly what Mercury retrograde, like I said, it gives you either one or two ways of doing things. You can either try to course correct and move forward within in any given situation, or course correct and bring closure. And I think a lot of you guys were bringing closure. You realized that you had done yourself a disservice by giving to people who, one, did not earn it, and two, did not reciprocate. And I feel like you have learned a valuable lesson in not to do that. So Mercury retrograde came in and did what it was supposed to do. It taught you a lesson. It taught you a lesson. And I feel like a lot of my pile number one people, you did learn that. So that's what your ancestors are saying. They do acknowledge that you have worked hard. They do acknowledge that you got your ass kicked too. They are acknowledging that, but they're telling you that there's a period of balance or relaxation or rest that's coming to you. A respite that's coming to you. So it feels like it's well deserved, pile number one. Yeah, you got the Queen of Swords twice. So you guys are sitting in that energy where you are really kind of reflected. The thing about the Queen of Swords is she's a very intelligent queen. She's a very intelligent queen, and she's going to try to see all sides of a situation and make a decision on where to make the cuts. And I feel like a lot of my pile one people, you've done exactly that. You've been fair in your assessment, and you've even assessed yourself as being deficient in some instances. Like I said, you readily, and your ancestors readily acknowledge that you also had a hand in possibly being where you are today, throwing your pearls to swine, that giving it your energy and time and efforts to people who did not reciprocate those. Again, those are lessons that you learn. I feel like I said, there's a period of relaxation that's coming. A lot of you guys could, like I said, still be in your head. Pile one, you're hard on yourself. You take a lot of things very hard. I feel like sometimes some of you guys can be your own worst critic, and you got to let that go. Because at the end of it, like I said, even if you came away bloody and bruised, you still have a victory because you learned a lesson. Now, what I feel like is happening going forward for the month of June is this. You're going to take this lesson and you're going to now be able to navigate other people's energy and block out shit that does not belong or serve you well. Tam, stop trying to take your stuff. You don't even know what pile number. You don't even know what the other piles are, honey. Tam's like, I want one. See, this is what I'm talking about. No, you're going to commit to your pile, Tam. She's like, I'm going to take, I need to change my pile. No. You don't even know what the rest of the messages are. Okay. Like I said, these were slow messages. These messages are these lessons that you learn with this Knight of Pentacles energy. He's the slowest knight in the deck. But you learned those lessons. They were slow coming. A lot of you guys were hard-headed. Like I said, you were hard-headed and you paid the price for it. But I feel like you now know, and you now know how to better select the people and things, places, situations that you want to actually lend your or you want to invest your time in. So pile number one, like I said, I feel like you've been released from the burden. It feels like the burden of codependency almost, where you were people pleasing and you were giving too much of yourself. Look here, even these look like pearls. You were giving too much of your pearls. You're now realizing where to put your pearls. You're now realizing where your pearls go and who to invest those in. And maybe some of you guys may just be focusing on yourself and your family, yourself and your kids. And some of you guys may actually have the energy for what's coming new. And you do have some new energy. Something new and passionate is on the horizon. It could be in love, or it could be, like I said, where you're just focusing on your money. There's a lot of Pentacle energy. So you might have learned the lesson like, okay, right now love is not on my plate. And so you may be focusing more on your family, your stability, your Pentacles, building slowly for something better. You guys may even have, if you've had some financial struggles, especially finding jobs, you may be looking for jobs. Again, the lesson for you, know where to put your energy. Choose wisely. That's the biggest lesson, is choose wisely. Look at the red flags and don't ignore them. Stay in that Queen of Swords energy. You had the Queen of Swords twice, which is, like I said, very fair in her assessments. But she will make needed cuts where they need to be. Don't hesitate to do that. Because when you do, again, you've learned the lesson not to throw your pearls to swine, not to invest in things that really serve no purpose for you and they don't reciprocate. And I feel like that's the valuable lesson that you will be learning and implementing in the month of June, is to further choose wisely. That's the biggest, choose where you put your energy, choose whose energy you allow in your space, choose where you put your time and effort, as well as what you invest in. So your ancestors, and your tarot kind of echoes the ancestor message that you've learned the lesson of where to put your time. So pile one, that is your message for the month of June. Choose carefully going forward in the month of June where you put your time, energy, and effort. Because not everything, we don't want you repeating cycles. You've been freed from this cycle, and I feel like you now have the opportunity to do things a lot smarter. The Queen of Swords is very intelligent. Like I said, do things a lot smarter. Stay in that energy, and it's going to serve you well for the month of June. Okay? That is for my pile one people. You learned a hard lesson. I'm going to tell you that. Don't be throwing them pearls to swines. My grandmother used to say that. Y'all be throwing your pearls to swine. She used to always say that. I'd be like, lady, love her to death. Don't get me wrong. I love her to death. All right, pile two. If you chose the Amethyst and Quartz Angel, this is for you. Pile two. We had the Elemental Goddess Tarot for that particular pile. And here are your ancestor messages. Your oracle says, make time for self-love. All right, now coming out of Mercury retrograde, coming out of the eclipse season, coming out of this full moon energy that we just got came through with the full moon in Scorpio. Um, I feel like my pile two people, yeah, you got, but everybody's coming out kind of weak and weary. Why is your energy weak and weary? What did you say? Oh, I didn't see it. Your energy is weak and weary. And so spirit is acknowledging that you might need some time for some self-love. You might want to go get a massage. You might want to go, for me, my self-love routine is getting to the beach, is having a day in the sun, to just soak in the water and just to really kind of release energy. So it's imperative, pile two. Patty, start pile two at 15. Okay, start pile two at 15 minutes. Pile two, it might be imperative for you guys to really take care of yourself. Make yourself a priority. You may have been making everyone else a priority around you, and it's time for you to get in there and make yourself a priority as well. It's going to be imperative going forward, because we still got a lot of energy to get through. We got the equinox coming up. We got a lot of things. We got some super moons, a couple of months of back-to-back super moons, super full moons. We got I believe it's a strawberry super moon that's coming up on the 14th. So it's going to be a lot more heavy energy cosmically. So just make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Now, your ancestor messages are this. The reason why you need to take care of yourself, your ancestors are acknowledging you might be going through an ascension. You may be going through an ascension. Your gifts may be expanding. You may be going through an expansion. And so physically, that's going to take your toll. If you follow my channel, we talk about ascension symptoms. We talk about when you're elevating the physical tolls that those take on you. And a lot of you guys have seen that coming out some of these cosmic events that we've gone through where you physically took the hit. And I feel like that's why Spirit is telling you it ain't over yet. You're being warned that it's not over yet. Let's see, what else are they telling you? Your ancestors are all around you, pile two. Very welcoming, very supportive. They are furnishing you a warning that you do have people that are around you that are speaking negatively of you. So if you're experiencing that, don't worry about it. What other people's perceptions of, they're saying what other people's perceptions of you are not your concern. So pile two, you might be given into being concerned about what people think about you. I feel like a lot of you guys look at yourself as a very good person, and for the most part, you probably are. But you hold that it as high valued, and what other people think about you carries a lot of weight. And I feel like they're telling you to start to shed that, to kind of stay in this Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands, she's a very passionate queen, but she's not one that's going to be given to what other people think. She goes by what she feels. She goes by what is best for her. She could care less. You see how unbothered she looks? She could care less about what other people think about her. She really could. So I feel like your ancestors are telling you that there's coming a period of time where you may be confronted by other people's perceptions or misperceptions of you. What other people think of you is not your concern. Fuck them. Sorry for saying that, Tobias. Ugh. Yeah, that was like, yeah, I tell you. Tobias always be coming out. They're not your concern. I feel like you're going to be shedding this identity or this shell of being seen as a good person, and you're in lieu of being seen as your authentic self, pile two. That's what I think. You're about to show the world your authentic self. These upcoming, this eclipse and these supermoons are going to help you to shed and expand into who you really are. Okay? So that's what your ancestors have to tell you. F what other people think, to show them the authentic you. No more. I feel like you guys like to play it nice. And there's nothing wrong with being a nice or good person, but at the expense of who you really are, we're not doing that anymore, is what they're saying. Yeah, you're going through a transformation. You got the rebirth card, death and rebirth. Pile number two, you are going through a rebirth. I feel like they're about to pull out that authentic, you got a brand new start. Solid. It gives me the energy of the root chakra, or the ace of earth, or the ace of pentacles. Pentacles is that earth energy. Earth is all about the root chakra. Even the Scorpio card, which governs the root. So I feel like you're stepping into your authentic self. This is a gift that's being given to you with the Six of Pentacles. It is a gift. For too long, you guys have been playing it nice, trying to stay under the radar, trying to be accommodating to people. And yeah, They're saying and at the expense of yourself. That's why I said, with your oracle card, you were doing a lot of this at your own expense, and it would have become a burden to you. And Spirit is saying no more. And I want y'all to see just how much Spirit is saying no more. You got 3 aces on the board. 3 aces. That okay. So the ace is a minor arcana, but for me, it's the only minor arcana that carries the weight of a major arcana, because Spirit's hand is heavily in this. You have brand new beginnings in this transformation. You got 3 aces. You got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So it's almost like a new you. With the equinox that's coming, how we always at, the beginning of the year, it's new year, new me. It feels like that energy. So it's not the new year, but it's a whole new you that's coming out within these next months. You're getting, okay. So this Queen of Water or Queen of Cups. I love this cup. I love this one because the look on her face is like, I don't give a damn. And she's pouring out the water that she would normally give to someone else. So where you were giving your efforts and your time and your thought process to somebody else and their perception of you, you are now pouring that shit out and you're saying, I don't give a damn. And I love that energy. You are really starting to scrutinize where you put your energy and whose time and attention and opinion matters to you with this 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles is kind of being reserved and conservative, kind of looking over everything and assessing things. So you're going to be assessing who you give your time and attention to, much like pile number 1. They had to learn the hard way. And I feel like your transformation, I feel like by pile number 2 people, you're a little further along than pile number 1, because you've already learned these lessons. And now it's just stepping into this transformative energy, putting it into the things that have burdened you. The 10s are ends for me. That's it. You're done. And you're stepping into this new rebirth energy. So pile 2, that is your message. No more playing it nice. No more caring about what people think. You don't give a damn. If people can't love you in your authentic way, I don't think you're interested in anything else. And that's a transformation that's coming about in the month of June with this the super moon and the equinox that's coming. You're going through a transformative period. You're not done yet. That's why they said make sure you take time to take care of yourself, because it physically, emotionally, mentally, it may be very taxing on you to go through this transformation. But you guys are strong enough, pile number 2, and you can do that. All right. That is for you. All right. Pile number 3, my copper people. Look at you guys. Look at my copper. It was so pretty. It was such a pretty little copper stone. So if you picked a copper stone, this is for you, pile number 3. Okay. So we've got my baby Tasma African Tarot. So if you pick that deck, that's for you. Those are your ancestor messages, your oracle. Focus on the positive. My pile number 3 people, you're trying to manifest something, and the way you're going to do this is to make sure that you stay as high vibrational as possible. In order to bring this energy to you, you have to stay as high vibrational as possible. Positivity helps to bring in that. The higher vibrational you are, the faster this is coming to you. So you guys might be struggling a little bit. This is the energy of this card is giving me that some of my pile 3 people, timestamp, let's do it at 2300. We'll do it at 2300. Okay, my pile 2 people, this is giving me the energy that you guys might be feeling under a dark cloud, and you might be dealing with a lot of negativity or pessimism, and you're going to have to fight that if you want to have this breakthrough. I don't know why I said breakthrough. Some of you guys are trying to have a breakthrough, and in order to break out of this energy that's around you, you have to remain positive. You may want to do some meditation. You may want to get out and ground yourself. You may want to, the best way for me, one of the easiest ways to raise your vibration is a bath, or to get in water. Water will help you to raise your vibration immensely. So if you're around a body of water, pile number 3, I would go ahead and make a visit. I would visit it. If it's the beach, get into the ocean, just soak. That's my happy place. I'm telling you, when I get out of that water, my energy is through the roof. And I feel like you guys need to get to a place where you're more grounded. Yeah, there's a lot of dark energy. You got the devil card around you. And so a lot of my pile number 3 people, could be experiencing a lot of heaviness, an onslaught of, some of you guys could even be experiencing some physical, spiritual attacks, and maybe even some physical attacks. I don't know why I said that either, but some of you guys might be, for pile number 3, you might be going through some very heavy energy, and that's why it's so difficult for you to remain positive. But Spirit is, and your ancestors are telling you how critical it is for you in order to kind of come out from under this energy and bring in the manifestations that you're wanting to bring in. It's going to take it's almost like a lot of mind over matter. A lot of you feel like you're stuck with this hangman energy, and it's going to take mind over matter to get out of this. And that's why they're telling you to start really focusing on positive. You might want to do positive affirmations. Like I said, baths are a great way to raise your vibrations. Meditations are another great way. You might even want to do, he's got his protection. We were talking, if you were on my TikTok earlier, we were talking about crystals. There's a lot of crystals such as black tourmaline that is great for protection, to help to repel negative energy. There's a lot of crystals like tiger's eye. Oops, no, my little thing fell. Tiger's eye is another great stone for repelling negativity, and it helps to ground you. So you might want to invest in yourself in some tiger's eye, some black tourmaline, those stones that repel negative energy. So you can type that in, you can Google that in, because I feel like it's going to be imperative for you, because you have to get out of this. This is some heavy energy. Like I said, this is giving me a lot of heavy energy. Okay, and your ancestors are acknowledging that, because it's going to, if you don't get out of this energy, pile number 3, it's going to affect you spiritually, your spiritual sight. It's going to affect you being able to be utilized in the best way possible. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, your ancestors are here to help you. They're here to assist you and bring you the needed things that you need in order to help you get out from under that. So make sure that you're keeping, if you have your ancestor altars, make sure you have your ancestor altars and you're feeding those altars and you're spending time, because they're here to help you with that. That's what they are saying. But there's things that you can do. Get your crystal protection. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure you're doing things, water, baths, things that are going to help to raise your vibration. And that's going to help you that's going to help to bring you out of any dark energy, pile number 3. Okay, because you got some, like I said, with that double card, it's going to be hard for you to focus on the positive. There may be a lot of things that are coming towards you. But I feel like you're going to get out of this, though. Yeah, meditation is going to be key. You got 2 cards of meditation for me. Taking time for yourself, taking time to really kind of regroup and center yourself is going to be important for the month of June. Okay, so pile number 3, what you have coming towards you is this. Like I said, a lot of you guys could be dealing with karmic past situations where it was very heavy on lessons. With the Justice card, that's all about karma for me. Karma is all about lessons, good or bad. And I feel like a lot of you guys felt stuck. Like you couldn't move past things from your past. It could be past relationships. It could be past traumas. And I feel like you are slowly but surely coming out of that. Like I said, taking care of yourself, meditating, remaining positive, focusing on things that you are doing right, more so than things that are going wrong. They just said that. Some of you guys may be really focusing on, like this is a card of crying over spilled milk, focusing on what has been spilled, what has gone wrong, instead of focusing on the positive that's behind you. So I feel like for my pile number 3 people, the message, the biggest, deepest message right now is that you need to raise your vibration. And I feel like it's going to be slow going, and it will be a struggle, but I feel like you can do it. And once you get it high, it's going to help to ground yourself more, because I feel like you're giving into your emotions. And so grounding is going to be imperative. That's why I say meditation, getting out into nature, getting out into water, or taking a bath, doing things that are going to help you to ground yourself is going to be imperative. And maybe that'll also help you to see things on a brighter note. My pile 3 people. Some of you guys could be going through some depression. Some of you, and I feel like some of you guys could be going through the dark night of the soul, or trying to come out of the dark night of the soul. And the best way you can do that is to kind of surrender and start to see the positive side, the gratitude that you've been awakened. A lot of you guys are coming out of this stronger than when you went in. You went in pretty strong, but you're coming out as an emperor, which is going to be somebody that's very solid, very stable, ready for action. The emperor is ready for action. So this is almost like it's getting you ready for action, but you have to remain positive in order to get there. It's not going to be an easy road. It's not going to be an easy road, and some of you guys have been tired and weary pile 3. But as your ancestors are telling you, don't worry about it. They've got your back. They're trying to bring you the help that you need, so that you can see things clearly. You guys might be in a period where everything is kind of confused and you're not seeing things clearly. And the best way to see it clearly is just to focus on the things that you're doing right, the things that feel good to you, the things that you can be grateful for. So say your affirmations, guys. Definitely say your affirmations. Get on YouTube. Here on YouTube, there's several gurus that I love. Brian Scott is one of them. Aaron Dowdy is another one. Master Sri Akashna, Brian Stevenson. They have some great meditations to kind of help to raise the vibration and to remove negativity. I would say for my pile 3 people, hit your crystals, hit your grounding techniques, and meditate. And that's going to help you to kind of pull yourself out of this energy, because it is some very heavy energy from some of my pile 3 people that you're going through. But I feel like you'll be able to pull through in the month of June. Okay, guys, that is your message for the pick a card general with ancestor messages for the month of June. I hope your pile resonated. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if it resonated. Comment down below. Any kind of comment. I'm going to interact back. The more we interact, the more they push us out to other people. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. When I post this, I will have my cross-platform information, because I do have a presence on TikTok, and we go live on TikTok every day. You are more than welcome to join us, and you'll have that information as well. You can join us out there. This will post, so you will be able to go back and listen to your messages. And for those who are getting in late, you can pick your piles then, and you'll have all your messages. So yeah, I love pick-up piles because they like I said, they force you to use your intuition. They force you to take responsibility for your reality. So I hope this resonated, guys. Okay, it resonated. Good deal. So I hope this resonated. Like I said, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you need me, my information will be in the description box when this posts. You can always shoot me an email, or you can visit me on my website if you would like to book a full reading. I do offer 30-minute full readings for it's a 30-minute video chat session that you can book on my website. The link will be in the description box below when it posts. Good deal. It will be in the description box when it posts, and you can always book a full reading. It's a 30-minute video chat. We will sit face to face. You can ask as many questions as you need to during your 30 minutes, and we'll dig around in your energy and find the answers that you're seeking. Also, we do have monthly rituals. I'll be posting the new June rituals very, very soon, so be on the lookout for that. And if you are interested in any of those, you are more than welcome to book those on my website as well. All right, guys, if you need me, you know how to reach me. Interact with the video, like, give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will catch you on the next one. We'll probably be doing like love and maybe money for June separately. Another pick a card. So join us for that. So make sure you put that notification bell on, and you like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.